Hey guys, and welcome to episode 6, I believe, of the Factually Opinionated podcast. I am your co-host, or I'm your host, Nolanova. You're joined by my co-host here.
TimperTimbre.
Yes, with his stroking his sexy beard.
I felt left out, so
And
good. Otherwise,
it
Oh
doesn't
my God,
exist.
you have such a baby face.
I do.
And
Yeah,
we
you
have
know what's funny is I haven't shaved in like a week, and
Oh. Oh wow,
Oh.
neither have I.
Yeah, we can tell.
I guess-
Anyway,
I guess
Actually,
the
this is
camera
really hot and
removes
stuff.
hair.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take it off.
Camera adds
So-
16 pounds and removes hair.
you can take it off. We just wanted it on for the first part.
Ah.
So, Timper's the only one without a beard. So that was his beard. This is the,
Yeah, but I make up for everything that's on my head. So
yeah.
Hey, because I'm balding already doesn't mean you need to brag.
So anyway, we're joined by two guests today. We've got Waffiele on below me, and Birdman below Timper. Oh, that was
Wait,
hot.
man.
Birdman and Waffiele.
Hey, I get
What's
another introduction. I won. Mission accomplished. I'm out.
And I'm Nolanova, and that's TimperTimbre. There we go. Haha, evened out. So anyway,
Oh,
Just
we are
knocked
going to
over my
be
ears.
covering some topics. If you look to the left side hand of your screen, which is this way, you look this way. Are you guys looking? Can you guys see the topics over there? The topic bar? Anyway, there are some topics. If you click on the little annotation over the topic, you can go right to the topic if you want to skip everything else. But why would you skip anything? We're all beautiful and gorgeous, and you know you want to love us. At least we hope you do.
want is the key word.
You, you
On this
want me, I know.
Valentine's Day.
It's
Anyway.
Valentine's Day, and 3 of us are single.
See, he wants
Ladies.
it. I need it.
How about this? Well, there's 3 of us that are single, and then there's me that just has a girlfriend
Long
350
distance.
miles away. So
Is it?
no, here's the
funny.
funny thing about it. Here's the really funny thing is that like before my current girlfriend, I had never had someone on Valentine's Day, and then when I
Aw.
get a girlfriend, I've never been with her on Valentine's Day
Oh,
because I go to school like a state over from her. So it's like, well, shit. Like,
Well, wait. I should really confirm. Birdman, you are single, correct?
That is correct. I am single.
Okay, good. I don't want to be.
but he
wrong.
mingles. Oh
Oh.
yeah.
I mean, you know, sexy track stars. They get all the ladies.
I just didn't
like
care.
those records, man.
I just didn't care today. So
All right. Well, let's go ahead. If you guys are ready, we're gonna go and jump on in and do the topics. So today we're gonna do something a little. I don't want to say different. Different's not the right word, but yeah, we got a couple more topics that we don't have more discussion, just presenting the news in case you guys missed it, which is sort of what we try to do. But we like to choose topics that we can at least have like probably 10 minutes of discussion on, at least around 10 minutes. But today, not so much. Today is just there's some little more just news items. So let's go ahead and jump onto the news first because it's pretty short. For those of you who may not have heard, we had some pretty sad news in the industry this week. GameTrailers has been shut down as of February 8th, 2016.
It's really weird to me because like I remember being back in elementary school back in like 2005 or so when I'd watch game trailer reviews, and like I've been watching them consistently ever since, and I've always felt like they've done a very good job of doing reviews and whatnot, and to see them go like that just out of nowhere was kind of really weird to me. I don't know. And also to see Screw Attack, come from there and then go to Rooster
Yeah.
Teeth and everything of that nature.
I remember that's how I used to watch Angry Video Game Nerd. On
Yep.
Screw Attack. And then a little bit of Game Trailer, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
But then Screw Attack. But that's how I discovered them, was Angry Video Game Nerd.
When did Screw Attack leave game trailers? Was that like a year ago or so? Something like that?
That sounds about right.
About a year? Something like that? I don't know.
Probably a year and a half.
Can we
Okay.
Google this?
Well, the
while
reason
we're-
I say that is I'll come back to that in a second. But so yeah, so what happened was the company who owned GameTrailers, Defy Media, laid off a lot of the staff and then has apparently closed down the website.
You know why?
What?
Do you know why they did it?
Probably because it's not making the money they want to see. The first comment on the Polygon article that I'm reading says that a bad site redesign and letting the quality of their coverage slip over time made this an easy thing to see coming. Plus, Defy Media seems to be actively trying to destroy some older gaming sites. They've made Escapist all but useless by getting rid of everything that made the site unique and interesting to visit, Yahtzee notwithstanding. So I don't know if that's true on the part about Defy Media, but that's from a comment. So I never really followed GameTrailers myself. I know of them, but
Oh,
me,
dude,
it was
that's all
just-
I used to watch for reviews because I'm just like, and I'm not trying to bash anyone for it, but it's like, I don't have time normally for an Angry Joe review, even though I really enjoy them. I
love
think that
it.
IGN reviews are like way too short. They need to go more in depth. I feel like Game Trailers hit that nice median of 10 to like 13-minute reviews. And I was like, these are nice. I like these. They're to the point and they make sense. And that's why I liked them. I always felt like they had that happy medium ground. That's just kind of how. I mean, GameSpot does that for the most part. They're more so like 7-minute ones, but like not Game Trailers. IGN does like 3 to 5 minute ones, and I'm like, I get that you guys want to be straight to the point, but for me personally, that's just not enough.
yeah.
That's just me though. Like, you know, everyone has their bread and butter. That Game Trailers was mine, and it's really sad to see them go like that and everything of that nature.
Now we need to find another website.
I'm probably gonna go to
Vis-
GameSpot.
Vistinium?
Hey,
No,
product.
I'm not gonna do that. Not with this announcement. I'm not gonna self-advertise. That'd be
No.
rude to their
Suck.
legacy.
You imply that's going to happen soon, though.
Shut up.
Also, we suck. No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm just
Speak for
saying, like,
yourself.
I was making a joke because this is a pretty big announcement, and I don't want to like tarnish. I don't want to be that guy. So
That guy that announces that Tool's coming out with a new album. I think I'll just do that with every podcast. So like, Tool's coming out with a new album, 2016. Get it?
anyway, so a couple of things about this that I thought were interesting was the fact that this was one out of nowhere. Nothing changed about the website. Everything looked regular. There were no hints of this, and apparently the parent company that day said, "Hey, you just came to them and said this is your last day." Like they walked into the office that day, and they got the message. Apparently,
Wow.
That's really
That's intense.
That's
Yeah.
weird. Why would it? Reason I say it's weird because when they usually give them like a week's notice or something like that, like there's any other.
typically
Even more than that normally.
I don't know. I mean, there may have been advance notice, but I think if I remember correctly, from something I saw, that there was no advance notice to anyone. But I don't want to talk about that because I have no confirmation of that. So,
Right. Like I said, I'm sad about it. I mean, like I said, they're one of the people that I really liked, enjoyed the content from and whatnot. So
and they did one final live stream. I actually watched it. Editor in chief Brandon Jones, who's who's the founder of GameTrailers, actually gave a really, really cool speech, talking about, like you said, you remember you in elementary school when you started watching it.
oh yeah,
And he was talking about how there are people who had grown up because they lost 13 years. So, there are people who have been with them, like growing up,
yeah, I've watched them for literally half my life.
and so it's weird to think that
It's-
they're
yeah.
gone. So, but anyway,
Actually, over half my life now that I think about it. But anyway,
shed a tear.
but it is
for one to our fellow homies.
to some people this will be a big announcement. To some people this won't be a big deal. For me, it wasn't necessarily a big deal, but I understand GameTrailers, and I know about GameTrailers, and I understand the impact they've had on the industry, and so it is sad for me to see them go. But I wish all of them the best, and I think they'll be very successful in finding other jobs.
oh,
other places.
I don't doubt that they're going to be picked up by other people because that's a lot of really good talent just not having a job. So I imagine there's going to be people going pretty much everywhere. I wouldn't be surprised if Screw Attack actually hired back some of the GameTrailers people, being like, "Hey, you know how to organize us? Can you come do that?"
Go to Rooster
Like,
Teeth.
Like,
Everybody
I-
goes to
Rooster
Rooster
Teeth,
Teeth
Everyone
when they're
goes
fired.
to Rooster Teeth. Like when you get dropped from a major company in the gaming industry, everyone goes to Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, that's what happened with Funhouse. Screw
Food
Attack.
house.
I mean, I don't know if Screw Attack was a drop necessarily, or if it was just like a mutual transfer, or they quit. I don't know.
Well, what I was saying was that apparently the parent company purchased them in the middle of 2014, and almost immediately, the Polygon article says almost immediately the company imposed layoffs. So that was probably
Oh.
what happened.
Got you. They just tried to get money out of it before they had to drop anybody.
Sort of not really liquidation of the business.
Kinda, not really.
So
It wasn't
this article
public.
reads,
Yeah.
It wasn't a public liquidation. It was very much like, we're gonna throw this under the rug and just sell these for full
See,
price.
but liquidation is with assets though, not with like employees.
Right. Well, I mean, the thing is
So
though,
it's like
Screw Attack was a part of the company. It wasn't. It was a branch.
oh,
So-
wow. Half to 2/3 of the full-time staff were let go on that layoff.
Wow.
I mean,
when did that happen? Did you say July?
this
or-
was June 13th. This article was reported in Polygon June 13th, 2014. Layoffs hit GameTrailers day after E3. So after E3, oh wow. So
Like I said, there's just too much talent from GameTrailers for them not to have work and everything of that nature. And their video editors, impeccable. So I'm just imagining them. I imagine some of them might do freelance work for other gaming
Vistinium.
networks. And
for Vistinium.
please,
let's stop doing that. Seriously.
You said you weren't. I didn't say anything about myself.
Wow.
he's got you. But anyway, it's like, they'll probably do some freelance video editing. You'll have some like creative directors and everything go places. Like, I'm not worried for the people that lost their jobs because they're going to find work and they're going to get paid for it pretty well because everyone knows what they can do. It's just, in the meantime, I hope all is well before they find those jobs,
Yeah.
or before those jobs find them, because I imagine like they're getting phone calls right now like, shit, man, are you doing anything?
Only
So-
20 hours a week, $70 an hour.
All right.
Exactly.
So actually, and I'm actually going to throw in one other topic that I just noticed. So if you guys are, yes, some surprises, but I saw this on Polygon. For those of you who don't know, Antonin Scalia, the Supreme Court Justice, was found dead yesterday at,
Yep.
I believe, his home in Texas, or at a place in Texas.
Wait, we're talking
Any
about
place
this?
in Texas?
Why are we
Yes.
talking about this?
Because of the fact that the Entertainment Software Association released a statement about this, because Scalia was, to quote the Polygon article, Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia's death yesterday is of a particular note to the video game industry. For while Scalia has been a controversial and polarizing figure for some of his opinions, he was a friend to games in a comprehensive 2011 ruling that established them as works of expression fully protected by the First Amendment. So
So basically, he saved the gaming industry.
yeah, so he
I did. I had to write a paper about that last semester. Oh, not particularly him, but a similar case that had something to do with something around those lines.
he was the one who wrote for the majority, which ruled in favor of the Entertainment Merchants Association. In the case Brown versus Entertainment Merchants Association, where California passed a 2005 law that imposed criminal penalties on those who sold violent video games to minors, and then also put other restrictions on the sale of video games that were considered violent. And so, yes, so California, according to Polygon article, California was regulating games, and Scalia was the one who wrote. I'm going to keep saying his name a different way every time until I get it right.
Until somebody comes in and helps us correct
Just
it.
wrecks you, just like,
So-
you're doing it right.
Yes.
We're not your Supreme Court justices.
Scalia
You
delivered
don't
the
think that's
the
cool.
opinion of the court, saying that that they were expressive works, that they were art, and that they were entitled to protection under the First Amendment. So, it's the statement from
Thank you, honestly.
yes. So, thank you, Justice Scalia, for your contributions to this awesome medium that we love and enjoy.
Yes.
The ESA, they say, joins the entertainment software. Their statement is as follows. If I can speak English, it'd be nice. The Entertainment Software Association joins those who salute the service and mourn the loss of Justice Scalia. In 2011, when our industry defended the rights of creators and consumers of video games before the U.S. Supreme Court, it was Justice Scalia who authored the historic majority opinion. He declared with no ambiguity that video games, like books, movies, and other forms of expression, are deserving of First Amendment protections. It was a momentous day for our industry and those who love the entertainment we create, and it was a momentous day for our industry and those who love the entertainment we create, and we are indebted to Justice Scalia for so eloquently defending the rights of creators and consumers everywhere. So, I think that was a good statement and a good memorial in honor of Justice Scalia.
It was touching.
So, anyway, I just thought that was a cool little thing to add in. So, that's not on the topic list. I know you guys see that.
Yeah. Do we want to say anything else about game trailers? Now that I think about it, I mean, you know,
This is
like
for.
I said, I'm not
we're gonna
worried.
add another
I'm
link,
not
so you-
worried. I'm sad that it's all going away. Maybe all those people might make a company together. Who knows? Like,
Only time can tell.
So,
exactly.
but
Like we'll probably get word of it in like a month or so. So.
But this week was a loss in a couple of ways for the video game industry. No, I wouldn't say any particularly major losses, but definitely some impactful losses.
Yes.
So.
And maybe they'll start. Maybe a group of those. I mean, that's just be a cool theory. A group of those guys from GameTrailers, they make another website or a different type of website that's more current, and they get sponsorships, or they work with like Microsoft or Sony, and they start making or helping develop some other games or help review it or in ways make it better.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we'll see. I'm more so excited to see what comes of this rather than like disappointed in that, I lost it kind of thing.
Yeah. And so we just want to take a moment and say thank you to the staff at GameTrailers, and thank you to Justice Scalia for all you guys did for us over the years. You will be missed. And for those of you GameTrailers, we hope for the best for you guys. We know you guys will be awesome wherever you go.
Help us.
Please. Can we have a moment of silence?
All right, moment of silence. All right.
And we're back.
Keep going on to.
I was really hoping. I'm like, please someone fart. Like,
I'll throw in a fart sound effect just
Why
for
is
you.
that microphone down? It isn't.
really one. So the next one
the
is
next topic, Doom. So for those of you who are fans of old school Doom, well, id Software is coming out with a new Doom. And if you
I'm
didn't
so
already know that, you've
excited.
probably been living under a rock. But I'm not gonna judge. You do what you want. But so we've been getting little bits of information here and there. The game is coming out later this year. It's got a May release date.
May 23rd.
Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
But in May of this
13th,
year,
Looks like I'm gonna have to take the day off of work.
you don't work.
Well, in the summer I will.
In the summer he does.
Oh, okay.
Leases.
But anyway, so that
Oh,
is
they did one there.
so
That'll
we've
work.
been getting little bits of information about it so often, but we got a sort of a announcement this week on the 11th of February. The Doom Twitter account responded to at Unreal389, who asked, "How long will be the campaign?" And the Doom Twitter responded, "The difficulty level plays a factor, but folks playing at the office averaged 13 plus hours in the campaign." So in our world of not having lengthy campaigns, it actually cares a lot about their campaign.
13 hours. I mean, here's the thing though. Yes, it's 13 hours, and like to some people, it's a medium length game. I feel like nowadays it's like you're either in the 5 to 7 hour range or you're in the like 20 plus range, and there's not
Or
really
you
an
have those people
in-between.
like Witcher 3, like me, and you have to put it in about 120.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you're either in the really low or you're either 20 or above. There's not really an in between, so it's kind of cool to see like kind of a medium range game. And
You also
also,
got-
you got the I'm sorry I did that, but it's also neat that you have the what is it, the Doom like level creator thing.
Yeah.
That's gonna add hours and hours into me playing that game.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
So that's on top of a multiplayer.
Exactly.
Oh yes.
So there's going to be classic Doom Arena style multiplayer. So the return to the style we have in more like Unreal Tournament and Quake and the original Doom.
It'll be definitely feel like an Unreal Tournament. 100%. It probably will.
My only hesitation on this note is I love that it's a long campaign, and
You're hoping it doesn't get redundant for 13 hours.
well, the thing is, I read the Game Informer article. Game Informer had it was their cover story, and I believe in December, and yep, there it is, right there. And there's a part in there, Birdman. If you would go ahead and open the article and look at it for me real quick. There's a part in there somewhere where they talk about the story. I think it's in a sidebar, but they mention how story in Doom games has never really been a big thing.
No, they've always just been background or back. You know, like not background, but
story in its place.
Yeah. Could you read that for us real quick?
1 second.
I quit.
I'm done.
How dare you quit at a good time? All right. Story has never been a cornerstone of the Doom franchise. Should I just go regular?
Yeah, just read it regularly.
Oh, no, I like that.
No, don't. Keep going.
Screw
regular.
you.
Go regular. I can't
Silence,
understand.
children. Hey, silence, children. Okay.
All right.
Which we all right. Story has never been a cornerstone of the Doom franchise, which we all learned well with the horrible 2005 movie adaptation. The team at ID Software is comfortable with narrative taking a backseat to the action, but that doesn't mean you can't piece together the mystery of what happened at this UAC facility. In quotes, story isn't something big in a Doom game, and we've taken that approach, says creative director Hugo Martin. It's not what people come to Doom for. They come to kill demons and blow shit up in amazing ways. Yeah. That's really been the focus for us. That said, we've definitely infused some pretty good mystery and some fun things for players who want to find it and want to dive in and explore it a little bit.
All right, cool. That's good. No, you're good. Yeah.
See, I'm scared about that because I feel like that's the same way they came to the development of Duke Nukem Forever. Oh. They're like story's gonna take a back seat. You're just gonna blow shit up. Like I felt like that's how they went about it. So I'm kind of skeptical about Doom. But then again, I'm like, it's not the same developer. It's a different group of people. I'm still excited. Like, I mean, the gameplay looks amazing. So
yeah. Did anybody watch the Conan play of it?
Did not watch.
I did not.
See, I think what Conan's starting to do now is that he's going to make a tradition for every Super Bowl, have the players in the Super Bowl play a game that's about to come out soon. Because he did it last year. I saw Marshawn Lynch and Krob.
Cobb.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat. And he did it this year with Doom, and it was hilarious, and it looked a lot like fun. Personally, though,
it looked a lot like fun.
He talked pretty one day. I got hit by
What does fun look like? Well, whatever it is, that looks a lot like it.
That's it right there.
It's right there. It's gone. Did you see it?
I did not. It just passed.
The fleeting second of fun.
Now, there it is again. Did you see it? No, but I grew up on, and I love those games, and I never cared about the story. So to see it like actually try to make a story out of it, I'm curious / scared because I don't know.
Well, Doom 3 did. I thought Doom 3 had a pretty good story. I mean, it wasn't.
I never played it. I was so scared. I heard so many bad things.
Wait, like you thought like a bad game?
Yeah, I just heard so many bad things that I'm just like I found reviews for it online because I'm like, oh, I wonder what the reviews for it, and it was like 20 pages of hate, and I'm like, okay.
Well, it's probably because they went for more of a survival horror or an action horror game than the original Doom was. The original Doom was just like, yeah, killing demons.
Yeah. Like
but
when you could download
I'm gonna
it,
rip the tooth
I
off
thought-
of a demon and stab it into its face.
but Doom 3 was very much like, oh, let's make it creepy and scary. And I thought they did a very good job of the horror. Actually, it's a very good game, I think. But that's just me.
The Rock says no.
RKO out of nowhere.
No, that's Randy Orton. I'm sorry, bro. Sorry, fam.
ROK out of nowhere. The Rock.
He does the
That
Rock.
doesn't spell rock. It's ROCK.
He does the.
He
does the
knows.
bottom.
Yes, Birdman. I can do the spells and to English.
You could do the spell. Does it look a lot like fun?
Anyway,
Matt,
continuing on.
But yeah, so
what were we talking about?
I'm a little bit concerned with the whole idea when the stories can take a backseat. Okay, I mean I always like stories where it's like, ooh, you can discover the mysteries and what's happening. I mean, we know what's happening. We see the problem with that is they say that and it's like it's Doom. We know what happens in Doom. A bunch of stupid scientists and occultists are like, let's go build a portal to hell. I'm sure that won't turn out terrible. I mean,
Well, here's the thing. I think that they might go. I think it's going to end up kind of along the lines of Bulletstorm. And note this: I actually liked Bulletstorm.
Hey, I love Bulletstorm.
Bulletstorm was fun. I had my definite fair share of fun with that game. And yeah, there wasn't much story and everything, but the gameplay was awesome. It was so much fun. The only thing that I didn't like about it was that the difficulty wasn't exactly there. After a while, I was just kind of it wasn't so much can I kill this? It was like, all right, what out of the 20 ways that I can kill it can I do it this time?
yeah.
That's where I lost my enthusiasm with the game. But if it got harder, I would have liked to try it and everything of that nature.
I just took it like
That's
I
what
was
she
pretty
said.
good at that game. If I was just doing so well, I'm like, I'm really good at this game.
I love the mechanics of that game so much, the whole grab hand thing and all that jazz, slowing down time with them. I was like, oh, this is sick.
I just want another one, but I know they're not gonna do a sequel or anything.
Oh well, I mean the game flopped, so I doubt they're gonna do another.
No.
Well, and see, that's why I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
Oh well. It had potential, but I never played it. I heard it was all right, but
I had fun.
I loved it, but that's just me.
so anyway, but yes, that's my only hesitation. I'm gonna get Doom. I'm excited for it. I want to rip some heads off of demons and shove it down their throats. And
I want to rip off the tooth and stab it in their face.
How would you rip a demon's head off and then put it down their throat?
there's a throat hole.
You turn it inside out.
The the esophagus.
Honestly,
is not
watch the
just
trailer
right here.
for it.
It's not just right here. It goes down.
Actually,
your
just
stomach.
watch the trailer and it'll probably happen because there was lots of death in that. and
Lots of
it was-
blood.
It was quite satisfying.
It was directed by Quentin.
Yeah, it was directed by Quentin Tarantino. That's what it looked like.
I'd rather just rip one of the demon's arms off and then just proceedingly beat another demon with it.
Can we
Ooh.
please have that?
Oh,
Like
Can
our
we-
Project Traveler trailer.
Yeah. Can
Probably.
we please have a Tarantino directed Doom film?
I actually, you know what? I really want to use that game to machinimate, and it's do
It'd probably
something
be
with it
easy. Probably be
because
easy.
we can create maps and add enemies. I'm like, ooh, I'm ready to machinimate in that game. And if you
Is-
guys want to check out our machinimating,
No, quit plugging. Stop.
why not?
Only plug Green Man.
I would
Only
never
plug
trust
Green
a
Man.
product placement for anything like paper. Anywhere you can get it for a certain price.
What's this
What?
paper you speak of?
Product placement.
Product placement.
I don't want to do
Paper.
a real product name because I feel like it might go that somebody will shut down this actual video.
Well, that's why you should. That's why you should plug. You should plug a Vicinium product because we won't sue you for it.
Oh, that's right. Birdman already
Live
did that.
streaming. Oh, sorry, Anthony, you're screwed.
We could just blur it. It's not that hard.
Let's play up. Sony's got that.
Sorry, Sony's got it.
What did they? Oh
No, they
No,
don't
they
have
never.
it.
They
They
didn't
didn't
get
get
it.
it.
But
Okay.
thank God. But
yeah, it scared me for a second because I was like,
no, they didn't get it. They didn't get it.
So
But,
you know what else has been denied? As of
the
late,
React thing.
no.
You having a girlfriend?
Yeah,
oh,
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Spice.
See, Anthony gives me these great.
wait,
gives me
who?
these great
Who?
transitions. Anthony,
who
be
you
on the
talking about?
podcast more.
Who?
that?
Who? Who's Anthony?
Yeah, who's that? Is that a verb?
Anyway,
Anthony.
I
think I know it.
Anthony. Well, Anthony and Anthony and the Anthony. The
We
Anthony
have
and
a
Anthony.
podcast?
But anyway,
Anyway, continue on.
so Ubisoft has been denying some things this week as well, like the fact that the claim that the Division's PC version is being quote unquote kept in check because of consoles.
What do you mean kept in check?
So
Are they
Is the-
proud
that's
the
clearly
rumor
the title,
that was
so.
going around was that the PC version was intentionally being gimped, because the console versions couldn't get anywhere close to it. And
See,
then,
Okay, here's my thing. And if there's one thing that I've learned from MMO type games on consoles, no one really gives a shit on consoles about MMOs. That's just my personal take on it. Like, I've had a lot of friends on PlayStation Network and everything. Like, I think I can remember one time in my life of playing that game where someone played DC Universe online or whatever for like a week and then they stopped. Like, no one on consoles really cares about MMOs. And I think that's because they're just kind of not made for it. The Division might be different because it is a shooter, but no one really cares about MMOs on console. Like, if you're gonna play an MMO, you're probably on PC.
so the exact quote was that it was from a YouTube video. The YouTuber's Team Epiphany, who to quote the Forbes article, had access to a post-beta version of the game, and she has to speak with Ubisoft, and they were talking to one of the developers, and he said, "We do have to kind of keep it in check with consoles because it would kind of be unfair just to push us so far away from them." And so everyone was like, "Whoa, there, hey, buddy,
See,
Watch Dogs,
that-
Watch Dogs."
See, that hurts me because it's like you have the potential to make a great, awesome, big game, but you don't do it because you want the console market to be there.
You want them to feel special.
I'm not for it. I don't like that idea.
I
I
didn't
don't like it at all.
I didn't pay $400 for my GTX 970 to get console level graphics.
Wait, you paid $400 for a 970?
I don't know how much I
Bro,
paid
you
for
probably
it.
paid about $330, $325.
Probably $330. Anyway,
$350.
whatever I paid, it was a lot of money, and I put it into my PC.
So if you paid $400 for a GTX 970, someone screwed you.
Yeah, probably.
I've seen the 970. Yeah, someone screwed you if you did that.
But so that's the way I look at it. I do not like the idea that that you get the PC version just to consoles. Like, even as a console gamer, like I still primarily play on console. And as a console gamer, I don't want that to happen because when I want the game on PC, I want that game to look gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
probably the downside of not having a PC for me. Is that
Same here.
I get to play these games, but I know they look so much better on the PC.
It's one of those things that's like it's really funny that you don't really notice a difference or like you don't really care about graphics and then you go to PC and you never want to go back to console ever again.
I don't agree with that though.
I
Graphics
personally
mean everything.
don't.
That's the
I
thing.
personally don't. The only reason why I want a PS4 now really is to play Uncharted 4 and to play like The Last of Us. Thank you, Naughty Dog, for everything that you've done for me.
Naughty Dog.
know.
Naughty Dog.
Pain.
Praise
I'll pay
be.
you.
I will praise not a dog.
I will. And like
Lord
also
have
also
mercy
FIFA
on
games
Naughty
suck.
Dog.
FIFA games suck on PC. Just
Lord have
Okay.
mercy on Naughty Dog.
Hey, y'all need some Jesus.
Some Naughty Dog.
Bless her heart.
Y'all need some Naughty Dog.
But yeah, I mean, that's the only reason why I really want to go back to PS4. And I mean, I live with Waffiele here, and I'm going to for the next year. So it's like
That's been confirmed.
I'm
That's
so
it.
sorry.
that's
Oh,
been
I'm
confirmed in
sorry.
the past week. For
Oh, should we? Oh,
but we're not gonna go into that story.
no, but that's for something else.
Oh
That-
gosh,
that's for
he's
something
only
else.
doing it for the PlayStation, guys.
let's just say
He's only doing it for the PlayStation.
But let's just say this. I didn't.
Just to play the game PlayStation.
Let's just say this. I walked back to my apartment today, and then all of a sudden, Waffiele tells me, "So we can move into our apartment next month, and let's just leave it at that."
Next month.
We could if we wanted to.
Theoretically, if we wanted.
Let's just leave it at that. It's
Okay.
weird.
Anyway, but so going back to the
Jesus Christ.
pulling it back to the topic, Ubisoft pulled out some damage control, as they typically do, saying that it has come to our attention that, this is quoting from Forbes, it has come to our attention that a comment from one of our team members has been perceived by some members of the community to imply the PC version of The Division was held back, and this is simply not true. From The Division, the PC version of The Division, from the beginning, the PC version of The Division was developed from the ground up, and we're confident players will enjoy the game and the features this version has to offer. And the feedback from PC players who participated in the recent closed beta supports this. The recently closed beta. Ubisoft, I'm sorry, I don't believe you in the slightest.
Well, I mean, also, Ubisoft is definitely notorious for backtracking. I mean, you watch people play The Division, like, you know, the press pass, you know, playthroughs and everything. It's like when someone would bring up something that wasn't in the previous gameplay trailers, like the whole, like, you know, car door, like open the car door and move the car for cover. They're like, well, that's not in the game. And then you have a developer backtracking. I'm like, come on, Ubisoft. Like, I know what you're doing here.
Well, let's just think about Ubisoft's PC ports. I mean, their PC ports have always been crap.
Not true. Not true at all. Because I will tell you right now, Rainbow Six Vegas, or not Vegas, Rainbow Six Siege is godly on PC.
Okay.
And I love every minute of it.
One game, Mr. And I
Mr.
just...
who?
Whoop.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
who?
we're gonna censor that.
Yeah,
Matt, maybe you should just stop talking.
We're gonna censor
who's that?
All right. I don't know.
I'm so confused. Why do we keep throwing these names out?
I don't know.
Jim
Who are these
Morrison.
people?
Let us know.
Anyway, he's writing down the time in which he did that.
It was funny because I don't know if you guys watched last podcast, but Rolex did that too. Just straight up dropped my full name, and I was like, "Hey, we're censoring that."
Did you
I mean,
throw it-
but-
you
I mean, we
never
can just
done
cut it out.
something
That's
about
fine.
it?
But
Yeah.
anyway, going back to Ubisoft and like their PC ports, it's like, you know, Rainbow Six did well. Actually, all the Rainbow Six games have done well on PC. Now that I
Okay.
really think about it,
That's fair.
all of them have done very well. Ghost Recon Phantom, I mean, or Phantoms, like, it's an okay game. It's whatever. But I would say that Ubisoft's not the worst at making PC ports. Now, when it comes to Assassin's Creed,
Or Watch Dogs.
yeah, or Watch Dogs PC port.
only
Like,
dogs we
I'm
talk
not
about
saying
is-
they're bad games. I'm saying that they're bad ports. That's just-
Yeah,
It's just
they're
when
awful
you-
ports.
Yeah, I mean, it's not Batman, but it's pretty bad.
No, we don't. Let's not talk about Batman.
Hey, they fixed it. They fixed it.
No, they
eventually.
didn't. Not all the way.
Not all the way, but
I
they
think they
mostly
stopped
fixed it.
caring.
But anyway, so
'Cause I'm probably the biggest Batman fan out of the four of us, and I was so disappointed with that game.
Yeah, but anyway, continue.
Sorry, continue.
yeah, so the rest of this article is it's with Forbes articles they always tend to be opinion pieces. But I don't know.
Thanks, Forbes.
Thanks, Forbes. But he makes a good point. The author whose name is Paul Tassi. He writes some pretty good articles. But he writes, I think this whole issue stems from the use of the word unfair in the original quote. That it would be unfair if PC players got a better version of the game. And I think that kind of reflects society at large in a sense.
1 second. Oh, I'm sorry you didn't spend $1,000 on a PC, you nerd. Suck it. I don't care. Like, I'm like, okay, I get the reasoning behind it that console gamers would be mad about it. I'm like, I'm sorry that they spent more money on gaming than you did. I guess they don't deserve a better gameplay experience than you.
Well,
That's my opinion.
I look back to E3 2013, and it was amazing. It was beautiful. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh
You
yeah,
have
they
to go to
pulled
that?
they pulled it back a bit.
It was, but it wasn't even that downgraded last year. And then it's like, I mean, I look at that. And I'm like, your game could look like that, and if you took it on the PC, your game could easily look like that if you took the time to develop it as such. And then if you're going to if you're just going to downgrade the PC version from consoles, I mean,
It's dumb to me.
yeah.
Well, also, I mean, I'm sure we're gonna get texture packs and everything of that nature that people are gonna develop for the game that'll help it out. You know?
Temper.
I mean-
Let's be honest, Temper. This game's going to be so locked down, you won't be able to add anything.
You're right. It's an Ubisoft.
It's an
game.
Ubisoft game, and it's got an online component. They're gonna lock it down
I mean, it's an only online component.
they're gonna lock it down like a chastity belt.
No, they're gonna crank it like a chainsaw.
Bows to the knees, yeah. Copyright.
Family Force 5. I mean, we
that
can
a-
sing it.
Knees, yeah,
Is that
crank it
another?
like a
Can we consider
copyright.
that another product placement?
Yeah, exactly. Buy Family Force 5. I need to get Psycho Patient in here with his Family Force 5 Tiger T-shirt.
Bows to the
Yeah,
knees, crank
buddy.
it like a chainsaw.
Wait, he has a
then-
T-shirt.
Yeah, he has a Tiger T-shirt.
Oh
that says,
no.
'Cause I know he
It's
has
like-
he has the foam chainsaw.
Oh,
which
no,
is
no,
up-
that's Shondor that has it.
Oh, you're right. I
The
apologize.
foam chainsaw.
No. Psycho Patient has the freaking it's a tiger. It's a white shirt that has like a full-fledged tiger face on the front of it, and in the mouth it says FF5. So
Yeah,
Whoa, what?
I want to get one so
Um,
badly because I have friends back home or in Chicago, and I just always tell them, "Hey, you know what you should do?" And they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Listen to them," and they're just like,
why?
What happened?"
Why do you want me to listen
I don't want
to
to go
it?
to. They're like, "I don't want to go to college anymore if that's what's going to happen."
I mean, I'm sorry that we got enlightened.
All right. So hey guys, we're gonna go ahead and move on. If that's cool.
We're
Yeah,
progressive.
that's fine. That's fine.
Bernie
All right.
Sanders progressive.
Speaking of progressives, Waffiele,
Oh,
Remedy
I-
Remedy is doing some sort of, I would consider, some progressive things with their pre-orders for their new game Quantum Break.
At this point, for using me for the next steps, I'm obligated to like you.
So anyway, I mean, we had this discussion on last some earlier podcast that you just give the best transitions at the right time. But so anyway, so Quantum Break, for those, I love to be like, for those of you who don't know, although I'm sure if you haven't heard of Quantum Break at this point and you're watching a video game channel, you have more than enough idea of what Quantum Break is. But Remedy's Quantum Break is coming out this year on April 5th, 2015, or 2016. And so we finally get a date for it. I'm looking forward to the game. I honestly don't think it's going to be that good. As much as I like Alan Wake and as much as I loved Alan Wake, and I've never really played Max Payne, but I know it's a fantastic game.
Max Payne's all right.
But I don't know. From what I've seen in this game, it doesn't entice me. It doesn't make me be like, yeah, Xbox One Game of the Year, easy.
I mean, that's how I was with Alan Wake, and everyone was really hot about it, and I played it a little bit, and I was like, oh, it's fun, but I mean, it's just not my thing. Now, the fact that it's a white Xbox One is pretty dope, though. That bundle that they have with it.
Yes, the bundle
That's
looks
pretty
very,
sick.
very nice. But not only are they coming out with a bundle, no, they are also coming out with some awesome pre-order bonuses. So most people are like, well, don't pre-order games because you get, you just get an
You
extra
get a
skin.
stupid skin. You get
But-
a stupid skin or a gun.
But so here's the way the pre-order bonuses for Quantum Break are working. Every pre-order is going to get you a backwards compatible version of Alan Wake, plus both DLCs for the game and Alan Wake's American Nightmare, which was a DLC title, as well as a copy of Quantum Break for Windows 10. So obviously Microsoft is trying to push their Windows 10 gaming initiative, but I think that's worth it.
That's worth it. I think that's worth the pre-order. In all honesty, that's because even if you don't exactly get a great game out of it, you still get Alan Wake, which is a solid game, and then you also get a PC port of the game, which, if you wanted to, you could go to G2A or Green Man, and sell it there.
So the official full detail list from Remedy is that Every Xbox One copy comes with a full game download for Alan Wake for 360, plus its 2 add-ons, the Signal and the Writer. And that's uses backwards compatibility. Every pre-order made through the Xbox Store participating retailers gets you a download code of Windows 10 version of Quantum Break and backwards compatible version of Alan Wake's American Nightmare. You get a steelbook. Yeah, and you get a steelbook. And then they also have the Quantum Break bundle, which is only a 500 gigabyte console, which is kind of disappointing.
It's pretty small, considering that you have 60-plus gigabyte games nowadays.
I mean, you have to... It's funny because they have a 1 terabyte, and you would think that at this point, if they were going to do a bundle, they would use the 1 terabyte Xbox Ones.
You would think, but they sacrificed... They made it white instead of making it a terabyte. That's what I like to think.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to make money on it because they're like, here, have all these games.
That's fair. But, I mean, I feel like that's a pretty fair pre-order, in all honesty. I feel like that's a pretty darn good deal for going into a game that you haven't played before, really. So...
Yeah.
You know, I like what they're doing. I think that's pretty cool. And, you know, it's better than Call of Duty coming out with, you know, oh, you get this skin or this jetpack thing or exosuit, whatever the hell it's called. And then,
Yeah, basically.
you know, and then this gun that is probably a piece of crap in multiplayer.
You get the best gun in the game. Everybody else has it. Huh.
Everyone else is going to have, and then it's like, oh, here's the pre-order gun. Guess what? You're probably going to get it for a free download in like 3 months. Yay.
Yay, we won.
But I mean, let's be fair. With something like Call of Duty, you pre-order it, and $60 it's still gonna be $60 3 months down the line.
Yeah.
Because Activision, who still charges $20 for Call of Duty Modern Warfare, or
The
Call of
first
Duty
one?
4 Modern Warfare. Sorry.
Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, they still charge.
Almost 10 years later, and they still charge $20
I mean, it's
$20
a great game.
for it on Steam. On Steam.
It's not even that good of a PC port, in my opinion.
It's not a good PC. It's not a great PC port, and the fact is, it's a digital copy. So there's
The only thing that I like about COD 4 on PC is Prop Hunt. That's it.
Yeah, but I find it funny that Call of Duty 4 even used copies are still like
Oh yeah, they're still like
$15.
$15. Yeah,
Right.
it's
That's
ridiculous.
That's not worth it.
I mean, I don't see why that's so expensive. Why are they so expensive? Black
They'll
Ops.
they'll be worth something like 15, 20 years from now, or even more than that. You know.
Yeah, that'd be
because-
$22.
If Infinity Ward,
Hey.
if Infinity Ward was smart,
Oh,
they
hate
would.
you, Call of Duty.
If Activision was smart, they would do a re-release of Modern Warfare series.
I
That's
think that
bullshit.
would be really cool if they re-released like Modern Warfare 2, because that was my bread and butter back in the that was my first Call of Duty actually. That was the first one I ever personally owned, and like I
Call of
remember
Duty
putting
2.
hours into that game.
I think a Call of Duty collection would sell
Agree.
very well. Would sell very well.
Oh, dude, if they did like they did the Master Chief collection, but with Call of Duty, oh my gosh, dude! I mean, like I would buy
That'd
it.
be awesome.
I don't even play Call of Duty anymore, and I would buy it. Like,
And
It would
with
be awesome if they did like a Infinity Ward versus Treyarch collection.
I'll say, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm gonna tell you right now, straight up. If they came out with a Modern Warfare collection and a World at War / Black Ops collection with World at War Black Ops and Black Ops 2,
Modern Warfare would win.
I know Modern Warfare would win, but I'd buy both.
I'd buy both. Don't get me wrong.
Because-
If I had
Okay.
to choose one or the other, I would do the Black Ops / World at War. Because
Give
I
me-
love those games more.
Give me
Actually,
the opportunity to play
know,
Black
bro.
Ops 1 on modern day consoles. Oh, sign me up. Like,
actually, you know what? You say something you said, Temper, that I'm not sure Modern Warfare would win. To be honest,
I think Modern Warfare would win.
because Black Ops 2 is the best selling Call of Duty game of all time.
Black Ops 2 is the best selling Call of Duty game of all time, but I just want you to think about this for a second. If they re-released COD 4 on modern consoles,
Modern
by
consoles.
itself, without Modern Warfare 2, on modern consoles, if they re-released it, you can't tell me that would like rival other games for like most bought of all time.
Oh no, I think it would sell extremely well.
Because the kids that didn't play, that didn't get to play COD 4 when it came out, when it became like a broken piece of crap because Infinity Ward didn't keep up with it, those kids that started out in Black Ops and Black Ops 2 and, that era, they never got to really play COD 4, but from their older siblings, they're like, that is the best Call of Duty of all time. It's like, you have that nostalgia kick in, and then you have like the legend that was COD 4.
The legend.
Like COD 4 is one of the most iconic games of our generation.
I agree with that
Yeah.
completely.
Like that is what changed the tide of shooting games. Period. Like that's just how it is.
But
Changed
Modern Warfare
the-
2 still my
Modern Warfare
favorite
2 was
color.
a great game. I actually liked Modern Warfare 2 better than.
I love Modern Warfare 3's story because it was so laughably bad and
Oh.
entertaining at the same time.
I was about to say the story for 3 was awful.
Hey,
Although
got
I did
the
like-
punch in Makarov's
No,
face.
it was
that was
so bad, it was
amazing.
So
good.
spoiler alert.
No,
Oh,
was
get
so
over
bad.
it. It's been like
It's
5 years.
It came out in 2011.
Like it's been like 5 years.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Like,
Brutal Legend 2 confirmed.
that would be amazing. I would love that.
Oh my
but
gosh, I might cry.
Has nothing to do. I love how we got like Call of Duty from Quantum Break.
well, I mean, like the thing is though, I mean,
we
we're
got
talking
Brutal
about.
Legend, so
Dude,
I mean, here's the thing. We're talking about, like collections of games and whatnot,
Yeah.
and it's like, I would love for that to happen though. Get a good old
Or
COD
sequels
game
that should-
collection.
I would love a break from the annual COD release schedule.
If they didn't release another COD and they just came out with a re-release of the other games like they did for the Master Chief Collection, I would cry.
Yeah, I don't think they're
I
gonna do
would
it.
I would love that. I would immediately throw my money down and be like, "Here it is, give me."
Unfortunately, I don't think Activision would do that. But other developers who release series annually may have a change of heart, such as Ubisoft.
Hey.
And so, for those of you who did not hear, there was actually a rumor that we talked about in the first episode of 2016 with Waffiele and Extreme Psychosis, and we discussed, and I think Birdman was doing technical stuff for that.
pretty lousy job.
But
What were we
On
talking
my part, not yours.
I almost disconnected from this call.
about?
Oh no, this podcast was rather short this time.
Yes, but so our first podcast of 2016, we talked about a rumor going around that Ubisoft would not have an Assassin's Creed game come out in 2016, and that the next game in the series would be a 2017 release called Empire, which would be set in Egypt. Now we have no confirmation on the 2017 game. However, Ubisoft this week announced that they are going to hold off on a 2016 release of Assassin's Creed game.
Which I think is one of the smartest moves that they have done.
So
Like,
It doesn't
I
matter to
think
me because I'm not gonna play it.
They needed it. They absolutely
They did.
100% needed it, in my opinion, because it's like it was evident that like once 3 hit, they were rushing games, and like don't get me wrong, Black Flag was good. Black Flag was
Black
a good
Flag
game.
was amazing.
Black Flag was a great game, but it was evident they were rushing games. Look at Unity. Oh God, Unity.
Unity.
It's not that it was a badly written game. It's that it was a poorly put together game.
So I know Birdman, you probably want to say something because Birdman is a huge Assassin's Creed fan. But I'm gonna read one thing real quick from the post from Ubisoft. This year, they say, we're also stepping back and re-examining the Assassin's Creed franchise. As a result, we've decided there will not be a new Assassin's Creed game in 2016. Since the release of Assassin's Creed Unity, we've learned a lot based on your feedback. We've also updated our development processes and recommitted to making Assassin's Creed a premier open-world franchise. We're taking this year to evolve the game mechanics and to make sure we're delivering on the promise of Assassin's Creed offering unique and memorable gameplay experiences that make history everyone's playground. So I sit there and I read that and I'm like, you know what?
Do it.
Activision, get on it. Do the same thing.
We could only hope.
Because, I mean, Assassin's Creed for me, I thought 3 was awful. 3 was, for me,
Oh
a
yeah,
terrible
3 was
game.
my least favorite.
I mean, because when you go to a game and you change up the basic control scheme, like,
I
what?
just found the story itself boring.
Yeah.
The DLC was not terrible.
It was definitely different.
It was different, but it wasn't terrible.
But Black Flag was a welcome relief.
Oh Lord, Black Flag.
Oh, such a good game. It was like it did things differently. It had a whole different idea of what the story should be. It had a whole different sort of, the gameplay, basic mechanics with the on the sea, and I just really I loved just sailing around listening to the crew sing shanties.
Yeah. It was a good game. It was a very well put together game. But what do you think about this whole situation, Birdman? I want to hear it from a very devoted Assassin's Creed fan.
Well, this is one. Also, everyone, this is one of the few times you will hear me talk a lot because Assassin's Creed is something I've always loved. My uncle actually introduced me to the very first Assassin's game, and then I just started playing it with him, and then went on to 2, and then Brotherhood, Revelations. I've played every single one of them.
Don't you dare skip Brotherhood.
I did not mean to skip Brotherhood. I'm very sorry. Brotherhood is one of my favorites, though.
Ezio di Torri di Firenze.
Yes.
Da Firenze.
Da Firenze.
Firenze. Young cultured swine.
Wow. Shots fired.
Dang.
Bang, bang.
Anyway, continue.
But I've just always thought it was interesting, like going back in time and just like seeing like just history evolve and like just events happen, and then like read all the things about certain places, like read everything that happened during the Renaissance, during the time of Altair, and I've always loved the series, and I think I'm sorry.
What? Nothing. Keep going.
Keep going. Shut the hell up, God damn. Anyway.
So wait, are you just asking me like what I think about the?
Do you think this was a good move?
I think this was a good move. I've played I've played Unity and Syndicate. I thought Syndicate was really good. I thought it was a pretty good game, and I like the different styles that you could play as like the twins. Like you could play Jacob or Evie, and I think that it's nice to kind of like take a break because they've dished out how many don't even know how many games. But I think it's like nice to take a break after a while.
3.
But also
Black
keep
Flag,
in mind
Unity, Syndicate, 8.
But also keep in mind that the Assassin's Creed movie is also going to be released this year, rather in December.
It will. Okay. Is there any trailers for that yet?
December 21st, 2016.
I'm not entirely sure. I know there have been some on-set photos for it, but I'm not entirely sure about a trailer.
Does anybody know like who's playing it? What storyline it's going to be?
Michael Fassbender.
Michael Fassbender, who plays young Magneto in the X-Men franchise.
And they're doing Ezio.
We've got a.
No, they're actually doing their own assassin.
This says it's a trailer, but I don't think it's a real trailer.
Like I remember I saw the Attack on Titan movie trailer, and I was like,
That is awful.
yeah, it's a fake trailer.
well, I haven't seen it, but I'm just.
Don't watch it. It's not worth your time.
I knew it was gonna suck because it's like, how do you make a movie of a show that's still continuing?
I know.
They just do it at the first season.
But unfortunately, /fortunately, depending on the way you see it, they are going to make another Attack on Titan.
That's a fake one.
Is it fake?
No, I'm sorry. I'm looking. I searched if there's a trailer. There's not a trailer yet.
Anyway.
First trailer to release with Batman versus Superman.
What? But
I'm excited to see that.
Superman just released their last trailer, though.
Yeah, no, they're saying that the trailer for Assassin's Creed is going to be coming out in theaters.
Oh, theaters.
Theaters.
Huh. I didn't know they have those now.
What is a movie theater?
I'm sorry, I'm from the South. Screw you.
A movie
Put
theater.
on my Chicago khakis and let's go to
Interior crocodile alligator.
I drive a. What is it?
What? A car.
I don't remember what the words are.
Cadillac movie theater.
Okay, thank you.
Theater.
But anyway, so yes, Assassin's Creed is taking rank. I'm really happy about this, and I
might actually play an Assassin's Creed now
because I heard Syndicate was really well done. I heard it was a fantastic game after Unity, but
compared to Unity.
Okay, yeah, compared to Unity, but I don't know. Annual releases to me are getting tiresome, and especially for Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed was one of those games where, like, I understood why Call of Duty did it. Call of Duty was, when they were getting 10 million copies sold of every game that was coming out. Okay, and it kept going up and it kept rising, and you had the two different studios who could, they're
dish out great games. I mean,
dish out these games really quickly. But with Assassin's Creed was never that popular of a series. I mean, it's a great great series of games. And there have been some fantastic games in that series.
But doing the yearly release thing was just that was not the right call on their part at all.
No.
I mean, I get what they were trying
There's
to
only
do.
one company now that could keep doing it, and that's Five Nights at Freddy's.
He came out with like 4 games in a year.
Yeah. Then to that I say, take that, Call of Duty / Assassin's Creed.
I'm interested to see where the sales, on that, where the Assassin's Creed sales are. Apparently, Syndicate was brought down. As Assassin's Creed Black Flag finally moved 10 million units by the end of by just over a year later. So
I don't know why I just thought about this, but I still have Flappy Bird on my phone.
what? Flappy Bird.
Didn't they
So
take
do
that
I.
down?
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
I don't know why I thought. I think it's because I heard I think I saw a satirical article about the guy who made Five Nights at Freddy's. I heard that he dropped it from Steam, and it was like a satirical article.
What? Why did they release it from Steam? I heard that Birdman and yuck.
Anyway,
Sorry.
so I personally think it's a good move on Ubisoft to do that and everything of that nature. I mean, if there's one thing that I've learned from Ubisoft, it's that, or one thing they should learn from themselves, it's like, they took a break on Rainbow Six for a long time. A long time.
Understatement.
Hold on, let's see. Okay.
And then they come out with Siege, and it's a great game. They took a long time to develop it and get it right. And I'm just like, I don't know why you're not doing that with Assassin's Creed, because
Maybe they just saw. Maybe after just seeing what happened with Siege, maybe that's why they decided to go with.
also, like, look at Rockstar. They make a game, like, they come out with a game like every like 2 or 3 years. It's not even the same like series. They just come out with a new one every like couple
What's
years.
the next one? What's the next game?
I think the next one is Red Dead. The newest
that's
Red Dead. Am
right.
I right? I think that's the
Ooh,
next one that's coming out.
That's
Is
the
there any
rumor.
trailer or anything for that?
No, dude, Rockstar isn't gonna say shit until like a month before it comes out.
Okay, so as
Well, I
of
don't remember if they did it with Red Dead or not.
as of
They
October,
did the same thing.
as of October, 2014. I wish I could view this image, like actually view this image. Let's open that in a new tab. Okay, so according to as of as of October 20th, 14. This is from a into2g.us. I don't know who they are, but their website, and they have some figures here. So I'm gonna trust these figures just because I don't have anything better. But there have been 20 Assassin's Creed games, handheld mobile titles. There were 8 games in 7 years, and the franchise's sale is a total of 77 million.
That's a total franchise sale.
Yeah, total franchise sale with 11 million for the first 2 games.
That's pales in comparison to other games.
6.5
series.
6.5 for Brotherhood, 9 for Revelations, 12 for 3, 9 for Black Flag, and and 12 other games combined have sold 18 million copies.
See,
And-
they were not in the position
No.
to try to make multiple games because
Too
it's
big to be
like
small,
you
too
look at
small
Call
to
of
be
Duty. How much money did Modern Warfare 2 make?
Let's look at the sales from.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess
Like
Everybody had that
50
game.
a
mil,
lot. I'm gonna guess a lot.
50
More than
mil,
10.
something
More than
like that.
All I could say is that I don't remember. I remember somebody. I could never. Sorry. I remember somebody not having that game. I could not recall anybody not having that game.
Like
Okay.
I know.
I just want to put this in perspective before I read this. This is from Gama Sutra, and so they've got the sales.
You mean Gama Sutra?
Whatever, Gama Sutra, whatever.
You giving us sass?
I'm giving you all the sass.
Oh, that's sass.
But
Ooh, baby.
so according to these numbers,
Sass sauce.
Black Ops 2 7.4 million, Modern Warfare 3 8.8 million, Black Ops 8 million, Modern Warfare 2 6.1 million, World at War and Modern Warfare 2 million. That was launch month.
That was launch month. That's not
Oh.
total sales.
Not total sales.
Oh
I was
lord.
about to say that doesn't sound right.
No. So that is total sales from NPD on Gama
That's total
Gama
sales.
Sutra.
That launch month, and what you got to think is launch month. Like, a lot of times that's not like a month from that date, it's like the month that it came out. Am I not
Yeah.
correct on that?
Yeah, Black Ops, Modern
I mean, they
Warfare
all-
2 sold between 4 and 5 million. What? Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Wait, is that how many copies they sold or how much money they made off of it?
All right, lifetime Call of Duty franchise sales through June 2012. Modern Warfare 2 had 12.9 million, Call of Duty Black Ops had 16.4 million, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 had 13.7 million.
Is that how many copies or how much money?
That's copies.
Oh, then they destroyed Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
Because
That's true.
because they made 60 million total.
I'm not sure.
Is that did they say?
Oh.
Okay, did Assassin's Creed sell 60 million copies or did they make $60 million?
77 million total franchise copies.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's a difference. I'm just saying. I'm just like, okay, if we're talking like $60 per game, then Call of Duty absolutely murdered everyone. Well, I mean, they still do. Besides Rockstar, Rockstar wrecks everybody once every blue moon.
So yeah, I like Modern Warfare 2, which again sold 6.1 million copies in its first month on Xbox 360 and PS3 only. Oh, I just want to throw that in too. That's only the consoles.
Wow.
Top selling games of 2008.
Dang.
Call of Duty World at War was 2.75.
Caps lock off.
Caps lock on.
Oh, here we go. Here's one with Advanced Warfare. Okay. So we can get an actual sort of equal.
Kevin Spacey, that's your number.
Good old Kevin Spacey.
Okay, the annual title editions of Call of Duty have sold over 25 million units per year for the last 5 years. So
25 million units a year.
Yes.
Oh yeah, then they just been crapping on Assassin's Creed.
And the numbers as a whole are about between 15 and 20 million. The lowest game is just under 15 million.
So
That's World at War.
For every year.
World at War
since,
was the lowest. I'm just saying.
Is that for like the last 10 years?
That
25
is
million?
that's what that says the last 5 years. This
Oh,
article was in 2015.
So that's 125 million.
Yep.
58% of the total game sales in 2014.
Wow. Dude.
So
Black
people
Ops
that are
3 went
looking
ham.
to make some good money, go into the video game industry.
Kinda.
Yeah, kind of.
But yeah, so the only Call of Duty that sold under 15 million copies was World at War, and that was just under, according to this chart from VGCharts.com, was just under 15 mil. So we've got Assassin's Creed, which has sold 12 million at its peak, and Call of Duty, which has sold just under 15 million at its lowest. Assassin's Creed should not have become an annual series. I don't know why they thought it was a good idea.
I don't either. They were like, oh, look at all this money.
It's the classic line. They're too big to be small, but they're too small to be big.
Yep.
Look at all the money we are getting. Except Guillermo, you're not getting that much money. Sorry.
Yeah.
No. Cut.
Anyway, I think
that about wraps it up for this
I
episode
would say so.
of the
Thank you for
Factually
watching us.
Opinionated podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in so much. Again, we'd like to thank our guests, Birdman and Waffiele,
I
for
like waffles.
coming on the
Watch
show.
them so I can afford
And
waffles.
And
glad-
go to Green Man so that he can afford waffles. We have a link down
Oh,
below for a
dang it, my
20%
waffles.
discount.
yeah, so if you guys want
Yeah,
20%
pretty good.
discount, you guys should go to that link. We partner with Green Man Gaming over on our Twitch channel. And so if you use the link in the description below, you can get 20% off any game. Except new releases.
Yeah, we're working on that.
Yeah, we're getting there. But the more you guys support us, the
trying our
closer we
best.
get.
Yeah, the more you support, the better it will get for all of you.
And
We'll
also
make the content, and you'll be happy with the monies and the
with the
I was
monies and the
like,
savings and the...
oh,
Oh no, I see a psychopatient.
Oh no!
It's a wild psychopatient.
Slender psychopatient.
Slender patient.
Slender patient.
away. I know.
Wow, that was a horrible throw.
I know.
Everybody say hi to psychopatient.
Anyway.
my room.
Well, I mean,
Alrighty.
it's kind of too
I
late to
have
say
lock
hi because he just left.
Anyway,
right, guys.
laters.
But thank you guys for tuning in once again. This is it for us today. But tune in next week for another episode of the Factually Opinionated podcast. I'm Nolanova,
I'm TimperTimbre.
and
I'm
we are
Waffiele.
signing off.
Birdman.